I'm Jerry Craig with Veterans for America First and Veterans for Trump. I'm proud to announce our newest endorsement for Georgia's House of Representatives District 54. This is Dr. Samantha Brown Parks, who is a 7-year U.S. Army veteran, and she's here with the America First agenda. She's here with an America First message, and we think she's the right candidate for this seat.
Thank you, Jared. As you said, my name is Sam Brown Parks, and I'm an Army-trained family medicine physician who really had no intention of going into politics ever. I'm a mom of two, and I was teaching at the academic level for 13 years at our local university at the medical school, and noticed that things were not happening the way that they should in medicine, backed up a little bit and started getting more active in my community, and really just found myself more and more concerned with how things have changed in the past 4 to 6 years, especially locally in the Buckhead area. So my major concerns are safety, number one, and economic decline in our area. My kids, I have two teenage boys, and they can't go to the mall. They can't do the normal things that teenage boys do. And that just makes a really unsafe, unsettled feeling in the community. And when you're unsafe and unsettled, that's one of the first things we ask patients when they come into the office is, do you feel safe at home? If the answer is no, it's negatively affecting your health and mental health. And then we run into other safety issues of experimentation with drugs. And then with an open border, is that experimentation going to end up with a bad outcome with the fentanyl
Fentanyl,
everywhere
yeah,
that it is?
fentanyl death.
So it really was a calling more than a political drive. And the America First platform fits very well with my true beliefs.
Well, one thing about the America First agenda is it's common sense. You talk about safety. That's what we all want. That's why we put walls on our house. That's why we put a roof on our house. Basic function and basic needs are met after safety concerns. Now, you have the Buckhead area, and there's a lot of tension between Buckhead breaking out of Fulton County and being downsized. But you're having safety issues when the majority of the police funding comes from the tax base in your area. So you're getting double whammied, and you're right to hit it on both safety and economic development. So I think that's two ends of the same candle burning towards the end. And you're right. Before we get too far down that road, you got to step up and do what's right and call attention to what the people need.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's all tied in together. So our property taxes are paying for these services that we're not getting. And secession of Buckhead City aside, I don't think that's on the front burner for now. It's way in the back burner. But we really need to refocus those funds that we're already paying in to go to services that we need right now. Sandy Springs has broken away, and that's in the top part of our district, and their police force is doing really great, being on their own. But that aside, with the rising property taxes that are going nowhere, not only do we have decreased services, but the property taxes are going up and up and up. And just this past week, they voted again to increase the millage rate for Fulton County. And we're getting to the point where people can't afford to stay in their houses, and they certainly can't afford to buy new houses. So you have a whole new generation of young people who would love to be starting families and having new homes, and interest rates are too high, and they can't pay the property taxes, and elderly people can't afford to stay in the houses that they've lived in for decades. It's just wrong.
I understand that this is historically a red district, and you have a very high likelihood chance of flipping it back red. Have you been looking at the down ticket in light of Trump in the event he wins and the down ticket versus the speaking to the people and hearing it directly from them about this flipping it back red?
And I do think, top of the ticket aside, if we could start at the bottom of the ticket and work our way up, all politics is local, and these issues are really local and people really do want common sense. And my slogan is, let's make common sense commonplace. And I mean it. The way things are right now doesn't make sense at all. And I think that we can really avoid the D and the R conversation when we just go to what's right for everyone.
Right. One thing that I've noticed in some of the swing battle states or the swing districts is the message of it's not red or blue, it's them versus you, meaning the government versus the citizen. And that's where it comes down to our endorsement. We try to promote America First candidates. We try to promote the candidates that are going to do the job with the notion of stewardship and patriotism and saving our nation. But really, the most important endorsements going forward from here is the endorsement of each individual voter. So if the voters wanted to find out more about your campaign, volunteer their time, and potentially donate towards your campaign, where would you have them go?
For all of those needs, I would have you go to GOSAM.org, and you can sign up to be a door knocker, to write postcards, and to donate. And this race it's not cheap. So I would appreciate all donations that I can get, but also the manpower.
Now, your election's coming up on election day, November 5th.
Yes.
So I want a call to action for all American legal voters to get out on November 5th and to make an informed vote.
Exactly. So House District 54, now's the time. Grab 10 of your neighbors, hop in the car, pack that car full, get on down, and I kindly ask for your vote.